Let's talk about why I left the United Kingdom. I had a brilliant job. My flat was a beautiful flat. Um, Worked in a school during the week, working with young boys in a classroom, assisting the teacher um, with cooking. At the weekends when United worked at home, played at home, I worked at United looking after my own section in the Sir Alex Ferguson stand on level 1, doing a car free. I was in charge of getting the room set up for serving the fans for that particular match. But going back to why I had to leave the United Kingdom, I wasn't happy with a lot of things. I had really high blood pressure. A doctor put me on tablets to lower my blood pressure. I had loads of problems with my skin. I was with dermatologists for 3 years, trying loads of different kinds of medication. None of them was really helping, until I came to the conclusion that the skin problem was just down to stress and what was going on in my life and around me. A lot has happened in the last 5 years. But going back to why I had to leave the United Kingdom, it was basically killing me. It was like the cold weather, the routine, a lifetime of routine up at a certain time. From the age of 13, I was getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning doing a paper round, and since then I've been working. I turned 55 this year, and I just feel it's a lifetime of routine. And with the amount of members of the family who have been passing away in the last few years, I just felt it was time I took time out for myself. Otherwise, I was just going to end up being another member of the family passing away. And just recently, it's like just too many. With Cornell, who was only 62, passed away. Tony and Valerie, who drove me home from that particular funeral, to drop me off at Kenny's place. A few weeks later on, now Tony had actually just recently retired. I think it was only a couple of months into his retirement, and then had the bad news that Tony had passed away. You can only take so much. I know as you get older that you'll go to more funerals than weddings. It's just one of those things. But I just felt that if I didn't take time out now for myself, it was that the pressure and with all the different problems going on around, it wouldn't do me any favours. I was able to come out here because I lived in an area in parts of Manchester which was it was very cheap to live. The area did have a reputation. A large company did move in and tried to sort of tidy up the place and make it a little bit more presentable. There was a show on television which was based on this particular area, Shameless it was called. The first series was based on this particular area. But I found that after my flat was actually done up and everything, that because it was cheap enough to live, I'd given up driving back in 2005, so a weekly bus pass in Manchester is £12, and being a chef and working in a school, I didn't really actually spend that much money on food, material things I'd already got, and I didn't really need any more, so it gave me time to actually put money aside for coming out to Brazil. I put so much money aside to come out here, but now I've actually come out here, every day seems to be becoming cheaper and cheaper. My whole intentions is to get very familiar with the place for the people who will be coming over for the football in June. So I'm looking to sort of do some kind of like tour guide. So in the time I'm here now, I've got to focus on picking up speaking Portuguese and just finding my way around.